And welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Continuing with the Bismark themed scenarios. As you can see, Bismark has been repaired. Only took a bit of armour damage from those torpedoes. Unfortunately, we lost a single destroyer. It got hit by two torpedoes from the enemy destroyers. Managed to take out all of the enemy destroyers. So now we have a large, and it's quite a large convoy. It's got quite a heavy escort as well though. So we've got 24 transports to sink. We have to sink every single one of them. We've got 2 heavy cruisers and 6 destroyers escorting them. Just like in the previous scenario, you have to damage or destroy any of the warships that are faster than ours, so we don't get shadowed. Okay, so let's head in. Okay, so I made a turn to starboard. There's still quite a distance away. As soon as we sight the transports, I'm going to send a destroyer on to attack them, while we occupy the escorts as much as possible. That's what we've sighted one of the cruisers first. Don't know where the other one is, unless it's directly behind it. Okay, so the destroyer is on screen. As soon as we sight one of the transports, as I said, I'm going to assign the destroyer to attack them. So what do we actually have? 20.4 kilometers. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we've got both of the heavy cruisers sighted first. Obviously, we haven't got anything like the caliber that we've got. So I'll try and use that to our advantage. So I'm going to turn about 5 degrees, if it lets me. There we go. We'll stay on 24 knots on cruise speed. Got a couple of negatives down to the weather. Morning time and cloudy weather. Doesn't look that cloudy, but obviously doesn't look too cloudy to me, but it is quite misty. So we'll still on HE shells because we're only up against heavy cruisers. They haven't got much in the way of belt armour, not compared to a battleship anyway. Okay, so I've still not sighted any of the transports. I'll cause a fair bit of extra damage to the cruiser. Also targeted with a secondary, one of the destroyers. I've got heavy cruiser Warrior. Significant internal damage. 3 engines out. Damage rudder, on fire and flooding. Yeah, a lot of flooding. Okay, so that's Warrior gone. So he's sinking. Let's forget about... Actually, let's me click on it. Okay, Theseus. So they've had 9-inch, 4-inch and 3-inch and 2-inch secondaries and casemates by looking at it. No torpedoes. Significant damage to the destroyer. And we have torpedoes away. So that's 2 torpedoes. From the port side? No, starboard side. Tubes. The destroyer's taking quite a beating now. Torpedoes sighted. Okay, turn. I won't use reverse because it could damage the engines. Okay, so the destroyer did help us there. It sighted the torpedoes earlier than we would normally be able to. There I was heading out. Bit of a waste. I think I'll switch ours off. Can't quite see the line of the torpedoes though. I know they're there that particular direction, we don't know what direction they're actually heading in. Okay, we've got some just there. Oh my god. Pretty damn fast as well, aren't they? I knew we'd be up against it when it came to torpedoes. Yep, destroyer's got hit. Damn it, so we lost our destroyer escort. Can we avoid? Got another one coming in here. 2 more here. 2 more there. And these 2. Damn, that destroyer would have been very useful. Would have been very useful indeed going against transports. We wouldn't have had to waste our ammunition on them. But yeah, enemy indicator is still showing over there to the left. Let's try and extend the range. Okay, so finally we've actually sunk one of the destroyers. And we can hear the transports sound like they're actually colliding with each other. So they could be panicking. Carry on turning. I'll leave torpedoes off. Making 30 knots and we turned back towards the north. So we'll be, after this manoeuvre, heading northeast, hopefully directly towards the transports. We're looking at the specs of the destroyers and the cruisers. We need to sink all of these ships, or at least damage them. Heavy cruiser is capable of 35.5 knots, so it's significantly faster than we are. Destroyers are capable of 31.5, so they are slightly slower. So Goshawk, Sabrina, Grasshopper. We've lost sight of the other three. The other two, aren't they? Yep, so there's 4 in the first group and 2 in the second. We've lost sight of... Yeah, there's one just there. Okay. I've got something here where the secondaries are actually ranged onto it. But we can't actually see it. Okay, well we're going to sort the transports out first. Then we'll double back and finish these the escorts off if we can. Okay, so we've sighted the first of the transports. Don't know what the spec is, but it doesn't really matter. What range are we at? 18.1 kilometres. Wait till we're at about 16 kilometres and we'll open up with both mains and secondaries. It's got a good hit on the transports and it's sinking. I'll let the gunners decide which targets to go for. I think we'll come down to about 20, down to cruise speed, increase the accuracy so we're not wasting too many shells. Escorts are way back there now. It sounds like the actually, if it's like the transports colliding with each other, what the escorts behind us. Okay, so we should be down to cruise speed. That should increase our accuracy significantly. Get a little bit closer and we'll turn to either port or start. I think we'll turn to port towards the left. Okay, I don't think we've got any destroyers in amongst these. I think they're all behind us, but we shall behave as if there is at least 2 destroyers amongst these, because I don't know where the other 2 destroyers disappeared to. Okay, so as expected, we are making pretty short work of the transports. There's no escorts in sight whatsoever. They're completely outside visual range. So I've no idea what sort of escorts they are. So this one's got through. So we've got 2 engines out on this one. It's Janssen. Okay, so transporter HUD has just sunk as well. So we'll concentrate on this one for now. I think yeah. So I think that should be it. Shouldn't take much longer to take this transport. I think I'll shut on the phones in the ahead of us. Can't quite tell how many's left. Well, I think we've sunk about a third to maybe half of them. Not taking much damage. Okay, that's that. I don't know why signals are still locked onto it. Bit strange. Sounds pretty damn close. We're concentrating everything, including secondary, so it's mains and seconds on the same target. They're not warships, so it's not like they can sort of fire back us, not with much anyway. And we'll leave torpedoes off. 482 15-inch shells, 2,590 5-inch, 4,410 4 inches it was, 1,970 3-inch. I've got 10 torpedoes left. Fair bit of flooding. Of course, in real life, depending on what these things would have been carrying, it could have been fuel, diesel and petrol, which don't react too well to HE shells anyway. Oh, I think that should be it. Okay, so secondaries. Okay, that's loyal gone as well. So lock the mains onto another target. That was pretty damaged, but ooh, quite a good hit there. 3 engines on fire and flooding. Okay, second is on to incomparable. Okay, superb's gone already. We'll lock mains. Shift out. Okay, there we go. So I don't know what these ones are. Is that the torpedoes? Secondary's on that one. Mains on this one. Shift and right click. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's a torpedoes. When you turn them off, they'll still track the target. Okay. Hang on a minute. Yep, okay, that's locked. Ooh, crikey. Ooh, one hit. Okay, so mains. Okay, I'll let mains. Okay, the mains can concentrate on this one. Trafalgar. And then we'll concentrate on Yarmouth. Okay, that's Trafalgar gone. Let's keep on to refer to the thing down here. I can't remember what the combination is. So mains is shift alt and right click. There we go. So let's just check that. Torpedoes are shift and right click. Yes, it's torpedoes. I'm not going to use them anyway, so it makes no difference. What? Another single hit. Shift. I don't know where they were going. Whoa! One hit on salmon and it took it out. I think this is going to be, well, I suppose this part's going to be pretty easy, but unfortunately we do need to sort the escorts out as well. Oh, we can't even see them. Incomparable is sunk. Wow. 456 15-inch shells less. So that's not too bad. But what are these two? Retribution. Oh. Okay, so Dragonfly sinks due to extensive fire. So it's Nottingham's turn. Ooh. Try to remember we've got two destroyers somewhere out here. Though I can't see where. Okay, so to recap, we've got one of the cruisers, as one of the heavy cruisers, been sunk. One destroyer out of 5. So they're down to just 5 destroyers. We've know where 3 of them are, or at least we know where, what the spec is of 3 of them, but 2 of them never actually really appeared properly. What are they capable of? 13 knots. Okay, well, I'm not capable of overtaking us at least. So these two should be okay. Pretty easy to catch up to. Okay, so it looks like we've got one of the enemy cruisers, the Theseus, has come back into view. She is significantly faster than we are. So let's sort these 2 transports, these 2 remaining transports, and then we'll see if we can sort these escorts out. Go back to 30 knots. What's she actually doing? 34.5 knots. 12,650 tons displacement. Top aim is 7.2 inch armour. That's probably the belt armour. So that's decent. That's not a bad. That's not a bad amount of armour. It could either be the belt or it could be the turret facings as well, though. So that's Retribution. So there's just one single transport left. No, there isn't. That's sinking, and that's sinking. What have we got? 31% there. Question mark not visible. Okay. Where is it? Okay, we'll behave as if it's ahead of us. That's all we can really do. Now, can we finish this off? We've lost sight of the Theseus again. Which, well, it's a good sign, I suppose. She's still got 5 destroyers around her that can all make smoke, so that could be why. Okay, so decent hit. It's a little bit fiddly, that. Still haven't identified. I'm going to turn the mains off. Rely on secondaries. We've got a lot more shells for the secondaries. We've hardly got... There we go. So we've got 50% of our shells remaining on the 15-inch. So we couldn't really afford to go wasting too many. So we've got Theseus. Heavy cruisers caught back up with us. Go back to 24 knots on a turn. Engage with the mains once we've finished the turn. So we're going to turn directly 270. Directly west. We'll stay at 24 knots once we get down there. We'll stay on HE. Seem to work okay with the other heavy cruiser. So it's not too much of a stretch of the imagination that we should be able to finish this one off pretty quickly, or at least do some damage to it. 7.2, 723 rounds of 9-inch. 1800, 700 on a 3-inch. Okay. Crucially, no torpedoes, but she has got those 5 destroyers. Amazon. Okay, so they wasn't as fast as the others. So the other one was 13.5 knots. Obviously, they must have been... I don't know, it must have started running off a little bit earlier. 16,000 tons just over. At least that's the displacement for the hull. Okay. Continue to turn towards west. As soon as we're there, we'll open up with the mains. Okay, so it looks like we've got the other two destroyers that we didn't identify before. We've got Crusader and Werewolf. Both are capable of 31.5 knots. Very little armour, which is obviously just destroys. 5-inch mains, 4-inch secondaries and 2-inch secondaries, and 16 torpedoes. No idea how the torpedoes are actually configured, but they look like deck-launched torpedoes. Minimum bulkheads. Okay, by 850, at least that's what they display for the hull itself, but doesn't mean actually using it. It's like ours is capable of a lot more than the 51,000 or so we actually use. So that figure for us, okay, 52,500 is actually wrong. That's just what the hull's capable of holding at maximum. 9.3. Okay, let's start. Let's bring the mains back online. Partial penetration, we've got AP shells as well. So halfway through our salvo, I'll switch to HE, see if we can mix the shells together. So get half AP and half HE. If I'm fast enough. Just. They're definitely accurate, more accurate than we are. At last. A decent hit. Ooh, all hits to a stern as well. One engine out, rudder damaged, on fire and flooding. At last. So the other three destroyers have disappeared. So we just got those two to deal with for now. Now can we hit this ship again? Nope. $220 15-inch shells remaining. Of course, if we get through this scenario, we can resupply and repair any minor damage. Wow. That's a decent hit we just took. Moderate damage to one of the secondaries. She's got more flooding. 37% flotation. Significant damage to the structure as well. 48% down too. She doesn't have the bulkheads to recover from anything like that. She's got many. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Gonna switch the mains off again. Gonna come down to 24 knots. I'm gonna turn towards the west again. Okay, second salvo at the destroyer. Whoa. Well, that's better. Which one is that? It's Crusader. So we're targeting Crusader with both mains and secondaries. Significant flooding. 2 engines out, which means that's going to hamper pumping out the water in the first place. Now 3 engines. I think that's it. Oh dear, it's quite fiddly to try and get onto the next damn target though. What on earth? Come on. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite fiddly. So I'd like to have seen in the update, be able to sort of like right click on these. I don't know how to do it through the rather fiddly sort of graphics there. But never mind. Okay, just repaired one of the engines and the engine just gone back out again. Well, she's not going anywhere, she's crippled. So concentrate on Werewolf for a moment or two. Okay, so we're close to about 12 kilometres. They've got 5 inch, so they're capable of like 11.6 kilometres. So we're just over that. So let's try with the mains. They might be so close together we could hit both of them. Or neither of them. Okay. Whatever. Typical. Okay, we'll continue to close at cruise speed. That is very awkward. 12 kilometres, so we're just slightly outside the 5 inch range. $160 15-inch shells remaining. At last. That should be it. Okay, thank God for that. So Werewolf is over there somewhere as well. But she's making smoke. Got a 5 degrees port rudder. Okay, so Werewolf is coming straight back towards us, making almost 28 knots. Going to bring Bismark down to 24 again. See, as we're not chasing the destroyer. Now somewhere else we've got 3 destroyers. Where's the spotters tell us where they are? We've got one green arrow pointing that direction, which is at Werewolf. So it doesn't look like we've got the... No, the spotters can't even see the smoke from the other destroyers. Unless they're in the same direction. Which is a possibility. 11.7, okay. Mains. Well, not down to cruise speed yet, but... 156 15-inch shells. Secondary is a stack, which means she can open up another. She can open up with their 5 inch as well. start to slow down. She could start making smoke any moment. Which is something we can't do. We don't have our destroyer anymore. Come on. Ooh, just missed. Now, of course, they've still got these destroyers have still got torpedoes, and we don't know where the other three are. So once this 15-inch salvo goes, we'll turn the mains off and manoeuvre. We'll pump to save instead. Turn him off sort of from traversing, whereas saving doesn't. Ah, okay, so we've got some more here. Let's manoeuvre. Again. That's nice. We're going to freeze to death, that is for sure. It's going to be quite bloody close. One extra knot doesn't sound like much, but it make the difference between being hit by a torpedo and missed. Phew. Any more? Okay, back to midship on the rudder. It's got two engines out, flooding and fire. I'll leave those mains on save, so they'll save ammunition. Back down to 24 knots. Okay. Hopefully one of them hits. No. Damn it. She's not reloaded the torpedoes yet. We have. Okay. Yeah, one just there. Just see the outline of a destroyer just there. Do a bit of hard manoeuvring. I know it puts the gunners off slightly, but at this range, all it takes is a torpedo that we haven't spotted. Come on. So all of our secondaries now in range. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, that's werewolf, so we've got 3 more destroyers to find. Okay, so we've got the 3 other destroyers, the 3 main destroyers. We've got Grasshopper, Sabrina and Goshawk. Grasshopper is first on the menu. She's got a fair bit of damage to the after. Sabrina's second, no damage whatsoever. Goshawk's probably the worst damaged. Of course, we don't know what the maximum speed is. Top speed is 31.5 knots there. But it always says that. It always says it down here, even though you might have taken damage. So we don't actually know until we actually see them at flank speed. So theoretically, if we disengage now, Sabrina would have the 31.5 knots. Because we haven't done any damage whatsoever to her. Like that Goshawk's been not that badly damaged either. Grasshopper, maybe. Okay, but we're going to take these destroyers out anyway. Avoiding their torpedoes. They've all got 12 torpedoes, so I take it they're not fighting any. Hopefully they'll get to fire them. Hopefully they'll get to fire them at us either now or any point before the end. Right, normal. 106 15-inch shells remaining. What it would take is one of those to hit. Torpedoes on normal. We'll cut down to cruise speed. Put the mains back onto save. Oh dear hell. It's a shame we can't make smoke ourselves. Still in light damage, so it's not too bad. Couple of famous last words here. So where's that torpedo? Before we know, they could have all of them launch. Okay, she's got a bit of flooding, but not that much. I'd be very surprised if she sinks with that. Okay, I'm going to change direction completely. Back up to flank speed. Just like before, hopefully we can turn. Do we straighten up? Oh my god. Come on, put it to midship. Oh my god, I just missed. Yeah, let's not turn into it. Thank you very much. Good grief. We actually had some more launched at us somewhere. Okay, there. Okay, let's keep turning. We'll change direction. We'll completely reverse direction, full 180. Grasshopper is still holding on. Sabrina took a bit. Oh, did we fire at Sabrina? Okay, it must be so close that we hit the for the target. Okay, we'll keep turning. Okay, so Grasshopper is heading south again. Sabini's heading south as well. And Goshawk is continuing to head north. So two of them reverse direction heading east, back in direction they came from, and Goshawk's still heading that way. Oh, grief. Yep. Is that another one? Nope. Is that Sabrina again? Nope. It was Grasshopper. Okay, Grasshopper's sunk. So I'll concentrate on Sabrina. Whoa. Yeah, don't wait. Oh, never mind. Don't waste torpedoes. They're making such a tight manoeuvre, you wouldn't have expected our mates to be able to hit the target, but they did. Okay, so Goshawk is there. Submarines down to 40% flotation. One engine out, on fire and flooding. Well, I want to save ammunition, so they should be pretty sure of hitting the target. Yeah, they bloody well did as well. 33, 31, 28, 29. We'll keep the mains on save. Two engines out now. Okay, one engine out. Just got a lot of fire in the stern there. So I've got 78 rounds of 15-inch shell remaining. Okay, so regardless of the outcome of this scenario, where's that damn thing? No idea. Oh, it's probably bloody cheating this anyway. Oh, well inside. It's like they're panicked. We shall leave our torpedoes off though. And we'll start maximum speed. Okay, straighten out. Okay, Sabina's hit again. Oh, crikey, quite bad. Looks like Goshawk's taking a few extra hits as well. Okay. 11 knots. So we could disengage from Sabina and engage Goshawk. Okay, secondaries on Goshawk. Mains on Sabrina. That was terrible. Quarter reloaded. And they're almost reloaded. Just got 8 torpedoes left. Okay, mains and secondaries on Goshawk. Where are you supposed to be from? Where are they supposed to be going? I've got to be very careful of not getting hit by torpedoes getting this close. Down to 60 15-inch rounds. Looks like air torpedoes have stopped being reloaded. Okay, well, that's a bonus. That's it. Just Sabrina to go now. It looks like a reloading of the torpedoes has paused. That could be because the crew's busy putting fires out. So we got away with about 93% structure remaining. That's only light damage that can be repaired for the next scenario. Ooh, yeah. Toby is reloaded. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Turn. Oh no, that's it. So that's it. So that's the 4th scenario done with a successful raid on the convoy.